But tonight we were playing Sonic Rush. So last time we played through Blaze's story mode. It was, or no, sorry. Last time we played through Sonic's story mode. It was, it was fine. But hopefully Blaze's story mode will be better because I think Blaze is just better. And I don't have to worry about the special stages. And then if I can make it work, we'll show off the finale. But at the very least, we're going to do Blaze for sure.
Please select the character.
And I assume everything sounds good, so we're just going to go ahead and get started with Blaze. Oh, what's this? What happened to me? The Soul Emeralds. My world will be in trouble without them. That mustached old man. How did he obtain the Soul Emeralds? I remember him now. I followed him. And then I got engulfed by a pure white light. Here's the thing, though. I'm pretty sure she knows Eggman. Well, okay, spoilers, but I think she knows Eggman Nega. But like, I think that's her main villain, basically. So for her to say that, like, the mustache old man, I think she's talking about is actually Eggman. But like, I feel like calling him the mustache old man is like kind of underselling it a bit here. Like maybe the fact that he looks identical. Except for a palette swap to a guy you know. Maybe that would be more important to, you know, mention, but where am I? Am I in a different dimension? I like how that's... How do you come to that conclusion first? You could be on a different planet. It shouldn't matter now. I gotta locate the Soul Emeralds. I gotta recover them. Otherwise, my world will be in grave danger. Anyways, I should first look around for clues. Alright, so Blaze's story is not in the same order that Sonic's story is, in that you have different zones. So we're actually starting in this zone. Because you started in Leaf Jungle or whatever. And this is Night Carnival. Okay, so yes, Blaze has this, what did Lucas say? Can hover with R. Yeah, so she has like little jet boots. And she also has like a fire spin where Sonic doesn't, like, he has the regular spin dash, but I feel like this is better and cooler. But because there's no special stages in Blaze's mode, I can just go to the end, pretty much. And I think the level layout is mostly the same. Wow, great. That's not great.
You can't escape me.
Can she do... Okay, she can do like a... I feel like she doesn't have nearly as much speed as Sonic, but that could also just be I didn't wind it up enough. Blaze is cool though. She's a cool character. Come on. It's unfortunate that, like, she might be one of the most misused characters, unfortunately. I mostly blame 06, but like it feels like she just did not get as much as, you know. It's just unfortunate that I feel like her representation in the game, in the games is just. Like I feel like Big the Cat gets better treatment than her. What the heck happened there? I wasn't even controlled there. She is apparently... Oh, no, I'm definitely not... Hang on. Okay, what the heck? My controller freaked out. Are we good? Okay, cool. I got a new controller, and it's mostly been fine, but I don't know what happened there. That's why I'm like, why did I go all the way to the left there? So holding R is supposed to let her or to hover, but it seems like it also still functions as like a boost forward at different points. Which is interesting. I don't think we're ever going to see another Sonic. We've talked about this last time, but I don't think we're going to see another Sonic at the Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games. Which, I mean, I guess is kind of unfortunate, but honestly, like, did anyone actually buy every single one? I'm curious. Like, I feel like most people probably just bought one and that was it. I assume there wasn't many people who were like, yep, I'm gonna buy, like, you know, there's certain series that people were like, oh yeah, we're gonna buy new Mario Party's coming out, I'm buying that, you know, new Men's coming out, I'm gonna buy that. But how many people are like, yeah, new Mario and Sonic? I feel like it's one that, like, if you bought one of them, you're pretty much good to go. So question, this feels like this is Act 2, isn't this? This does not feel like this was Sonic's Act 1, or am I wrong on that? This feels like this is Sonic's Act 2. You skip Rio because no Dream events. Well, the original didn't have any either, right? Because that was the big... Well, I think it had Dream events. It just wasn't as cool in the original. I remember, like, because I only own the original, and I always thought it was, like, damn it, a little lame. I guess mostly the music. I can't understate how much game music does matter for me for a game. You know, I've been playing a lot of games this year that the sound design for them has been very sparse. Like, there's music, but it's been very... I gotta get the timing on this right. There we go. But it's been a lot more, like, you know, I feel like especially this year, there's been a lot more games that have had less songs and more, like, atmospheric, but it still worked. It's not been, like, movie soundtracks. It's been, like, mostly because I think there's been a lot of, like, I don't want to say horror is back, but I think there's been a lot more horror games in 2024. Or, like, you know, atmospheric kind of, those kind of, I don't know, what's the word? It's not horror. Like, it is horror, but, like, Silent Hill, Crow County, even Animal Well. Like, Animal Well is not horror, but it's definitely a game that has those kind of, I don't know, spooky kind of, like Lorelei is also like that too. Those kind of spooky elements, or not spooky, like I don't know. I'm trying to think what word I want to use, because like it is, because again, Animal Well is not a horror game. I guess atmospheric, but the thing with atmospheric is there's definitely atmospheric games that like you could argue stuff like God of War or stuff like that are atmospheric, and it's not the same vibe. Because it's not like just, oh, there's like sparse music. Like you could argue that Summer Breath of the Wild soundtrack is atmospheric, and that it's like, you know, more about what is, you know, it's not trying to be like, oh, here's this fun tune. It's more about, you know, the atmosphere. But I don't think that's really the same thing as like stuff like Animal Well and stuff. Like, yeah, it is still, you know, fitting to the atmosphere, but it's very distinct, I would argue. Yeah, I do. These levels are slightly different because I do not remember this section. Though it could be I just didn't go to it in Sonic's section. Yeah, I think this year has had a lot of like, you know, I don't think. I mean, it makes it a little hard for naming that game too, but I don't think like Animal Well's sound design is per se bad. But like, it also is like. It's interesting, I guess is the word. Because a lot of times I'm very big on game music, and I think it's like in the case of like Mario and Sonic, that game, like the problem there isn't that you know, games can't work with very sparse music. It's more so that specifically that game is trying to have music, and it just is kind of like, I don't know. Like, if you go into a Mario and Sonic game, you expect Mario and Sonic music, I feel like. To get just generic Olympics music is kind of like, eh. Okay, I do remember this. Alright, there we go. Yeah, she does get a little bit of a burst upwards, which is good. Okay, so we can get that. So I hope everyone has been having a good week. I got all my presents. Well, okay, I got all my presents but one. I've said this before. UPS Innovation sucks. They're really like, it's basically, if you don't know what it is, it's like apparently it's like, oh, it's not a day and date service, but it gives you a tracking number. So then don't give me a tracking number then. But it's like, is there no checkpoints in Blaze's mode then? If there's no, I feel like there's no checkpoints then. Well, I definitely didn't start near the beginning, so. Because I haven't seen the checkpoint spot though, at least. Oh no, hang on, I'm wrong. The red things are the checkpoints. The little holes are for the special. There's no special stages. The reason I was, because like in previous Sonic games, the checkpoint is also where the special stage is. But anyway, it says it's not a day and date service, but it's basically UPS like works with USPS, so like they hand it off to them. But like from my past experiences, it always is like really like it takes like it says, oh, it's gonna come this date, and I ordered this thing like maybe like I don't know, probably it's oh my god. Over a week ago at least, and it's still not there yet. It's still not here yet, and it said it was supposed to come like I think Saturday, and then it just keeps moving the date back every day, and it's like I get it. This time of year is tough with shipping. I get that, but that's why I ordered it like with plenty of time to spare. I'm just hoping it gets here in time. But everything else I got wrapped. And I have, like I said, I have a Christmas tree this year, so it looks pretty cool underneath the tree. And for like a few days before I have to go in, because I'm gonna be doing family Christmas this weekend. So, and I got friend Christmas, most likely Monday. And then, like on actual Christmas, I'm probably not gonna be doing much. We used to in the past do stuff on Christmas, but like. The thing is, so like, almost all my brothers are married, and they all have their own like. It feels like I've said this before. The idea of like just one Christmas is not really a thing. I think a lot of people have like multiple different like get-togethers with different parts of the family, different parts of their family and stuff. So like we're doing it on the weekend, and that's like going to be my main thing, but. For actual Christmas, what I'll probably do is just eat some Chinese food with my aunt. Which, honestly, pretty good. I should get some hot cocoa. Gingerbread is good. It's one of those things, like if you were to name, what would you name as the most Christmassy treats? Like, top 5, and like, candy cane's absolutely up there, and absolutely gingerbread. I feel like anything outside of that could be used for, like, some of the other Christmassy stuff could be applied to other holidays, but those two specifically, like, you have to have at Christmas, I feel like. I gotta get some fruitcake. Everyone needs to try fruitcake because it's not as bad as cartoons made it seem. Though I've definitely, like, they had like this traditional fruit, like this is the original fruitcake they had at the store, and like it doesn't look good. But there've definitely been ones I've seen that have been like, you know, make it look better. Shortbread cookies are good too, yeah. But I don't know if I would say they're really Christmassy. Like, they fit Christmas, but like it's not like you can't have them at other times of year. Hey you mustached old man. I finally found you. Ah, the cat girl I saw when I made the small visit. Ha ha ha! I'm surprised you came to this world to find me. He said this world, as I suspected. This is another world. Return the soul emeralds. They must return to my world, otherwise. Haha, you mean these pretty little things? They are our means to ultimate power. Now scat, cat. It seems you like to play with fire. Let me light up your fingers then. Yeah, like, she should absolutely be being like, why does this guy look like Eggman Nega? Alright, so I think we get the same, yeah, we get the same bosses. This boss I remember being pretty easy. I don't want to be schooled. I think what's interesting is I'm pretty sure... Ooh, cool. I'm pretty sure Tails was in this section with Sonic, or maybe he wasn't. I think he still appeared at this point. Blaze also gets a cheerleader, but not yet. Can you please turn the electricity off? There you go. Alright, that was easy. I think Blaze is... It's actually easier to hit them with Blaze because of her tornado effect. Now, if you return them quietly, I won't need to raise any more flames. Huh, your little parlor tricks don't impress me. The emeralds are mine. Give me back. I do like that Sonic is just like Sonic's just like, oh, Eggman Nega's getting away. Oh well, we'll just watch him get away. And Blaze is like, no, screw that. We're just gonna kick him and get it back. There's a reason I like Blaze more than Sonic.
Never get on my bad side.
Alright, so yeah, you just get the emeralds from beating Eggman. But how am I supposed to find the other 6? And where on Earth am I? I'm pretty sure Earth does not exist. Like, that phrase wouldn't make any sense in this context. You know you're on a different dimension, so... I need to find the emeralds, but I'm lost. Huh? What's that? Be quiet or she'll spot us, cheese. I love this bush that they added here. When we get a little more closer to her, let's talk to her. Well, wait a minute. Why are you hiding if you're gonna talk to her? What? Who are you? Oh, she spotted us. Hi, it's really nice to meet you. My name is Cream. May I ask what your name is? It's weird because, like, I guess the people who made this game and made the advanced games, like, Cream is, like, basically their character. And we've definitely seen Cream later. But I feel like she's become, like, you know... If you were to name, like... Okay, I guess question for you guys: if you were to say name 5 Sonic characters that, like, the first 5 Sonic characters to come off your head, like come to the top of your head, I assume Sonic and Tails would be, you know, Sonic, Tails, Knuckles, Shadow, probably. I feel Cream would be pretty high. Probably wouldn't make the top. Probably make the top 10. Because I think like Amy would be above her in terms of coming up. Eggman also, yeah. But I think Cream, like, for all of the like extra side characters, despite like only really being like just an extra playable character in some of these handheld games, she doesn't really play an important role. I do think she stands out for some reason. I don't know if it's because she has has cheese or what, but I think she does stand out a bit more. Also, she can fly, so that helps. Like, any character that can fly, like, has good gameplay, I think just stands out to people. What? Who is this girl? I've never seen you before. She is with Blaze right now. Would you like to be friends? Boy, she's really friendly. She should be more cautious. So Tails would be there for the boss for Sonic, but Tails nor Cream. Okay, I couldn't remember if Tails showed up for the first boss. Obviously Cream wouldn't, because she hadn't met her yet. But like Tails technically had, like, you could see Tails being with Sonic still, you know? Hey, don't get so close to me. I'm glad you finally spoke to me. Could you tell me your name, please? Blaze. So you're Blaze. That's a very nice name. I guess Cream is in Sonic Heroes, huh? Actually, yeah, I said that Cream is more of like an advanced character, but like, because that was her first appearance, but she is in Sonic Heroes, for whatever reason. Oh, hang on a second. I'm pretty much not sick anymore, but I still have, like, sinuses and stuff. She isn't with Big. I'm telling you, Big gets treated pretty well. Like, people like to make fun of Big, but, like, you know, Big is, like, one of the... I think Big is better, or more treated well in Sonic depictions, compared to some characters, at least, I feel like. There are characters that are treated way worse. I don't know who the worst treated Sonic character is. What? Okay, let's go. Wait a minute. Ugh! Meanwhile, back at Vanilla's house. Well, here we are. Please come in, Blaze. Incredible. How can she just invite me in? After all, she just met me. So here's a question. And I actually don't know design. This is for people who, like, for artists in the chat. Also, so basically Nina, but also anyone. Does Blaze have pants on her character? Like, you can see her, like, the art I have on there. Does she have pants on? I gotta imagine yes, but I don't honestly know, actually. Because she has that weird, like, coat. I assume she has, like stockings or something on, right? At least. But, like, if it's stockings, it goes over her belly, so... After all, she just met me. Yeah, I've heard people want to... Well, okay, this isn't really spoilers because it's been a teaser, but apparently they will have them in the movie. At least, like, you know, in some capacity, but I know it's mostly just going to be, like, a little bit of a... shout out of sorts. It's weird because I guess the Chao were really important because of Chaos in Adventures, and then they kept them in 2. And I guess they just decided after that they just didn't need them. Because they didn't even, I don't even think they brought them except for Cheese. I don't think they're even in, like, Sonic Heroes or much at all. Yeah, no, I get that. Okay, well, that's not telling me she has pants on, though. Oh, white leggings, okay. Leggings are weird. I don't get the concept of leggings, honestly. It's why I don't buy clothes for people for gifts, because first off, I'm really iffy on sizes, but like I know for myself, I'm really picky on texture and stuff, so I just, like, because I don't want to get clothes that often, except for, like, I did in the past, my mom's got me stuff, but, like, that's a little different, but I'm not big on clothes, so usually I'll be like, I won't give other people clothes for that, you know, same reason. See, I don't wear leggings for, like, obvious reasons. I also just usually wear shorts, so I don't think I would like leggings in general because I don't like my legs to have like something tight against them. Like the pants I wear are like work pants, they're like got like a polyester to them, which is fine, but like I'm really not big on things touching my legs. No, I'm good. I mean, that's true, yeah, I guess they did make it because of the Dreamcast VMUs. And they didn't really have a... This is why we need to bring back peripherals. It made creatives, you know, some of people's favorite things are because of peripherals. They need to bring back... The Switch 2 should have, like, something crazy. Is that you, dear? Anything interesting happening today? Cream? Hi, Mom. I brought a friend home today. A friend? Well, it's nice to meet you. I met my friend Blaze when I was wandering around. Cream is definitely just going to get, like, murdered one day. Oh, Blaze, I hope Cream wasn't bothering you. No, but I have an errand I need to take care of. I mean, that's the problem, right? Like, creative hardware is so cool, but it's also, like, a lot of effort to, you know, to make that for just like one game. But I think like it allows for some really creative game concepts, and it's unfortunate that people have got this mentality of like okay, quick rant. I hate how gamers are like, we want options, we want options, we want options, right? But what you really mean when you say that is you want everything to play exactly the same. I'm not saying that's entirely what people are saying. You know, I get when you're saying you want to have different control scheme options, and options are good, I get that. But usually when people are saying that and referring to like motion controls, motion controls or peripherals is what they really mean is I want to play it like I play every other game. And I think, you know, sometimes it's fine to have games that control completely differently, you know? Like, options are good, but there are some cases where I think different control scheme can be cool and also breeds innovation too, so please excuse me. Ugh. Oh dear, please relax. I insist you have some tea before you leave. Tea's great, by the way. Shouts to tea. Who are these people? So you came here to find your soul emeralds. Why am I wasting time here sipping tea? You know, I suggested that you talk to Sonic. Yes, Sonic should be able to help you. Please don't worry, this is my problem, so I'll find them myself. Don't say that, Sonic will be glad to help. Now then, Cream, will you show the way? After all, we don't want Blaze to get lost, do we? Nope. Yeah, I get that too, like, as somebody, like, if you're moving and stuff, or even in just general, like, having peripherals means you do have to have space for them. Like, right now, my DK bongos are sitting on my shelf, because it's like, they're really big and bulky. But it's cool to have, yeah, silly stuff is cool in concept. I do get that, you know, space-wise, it's not really, you know, doesn't really make sense, but it's still cool. Yeah. Yeah, the bongos are kind of decorative. You can't really make the Wii Zapper decorative, unfortunately. I said don't worry. Or like any of the NES Zappers and Super... I guess the Super Scope you could maybe make a stand for, because it's kind of got a bit more heft to it. I guess you could make a stand for the Zapper, too. But you're my friend, Blaze. And if a friend's in trouble, you help them. Well, I am lost. I forgot that Blaze's story had a lot more dialogue. I guess because Sonic's, like, you already know Sonic. You know what he's about. You don't need much dialogue. Blaze is like, this is her introduction, so there's a lot more character, like, conversation here. Having a bunny guide me is okay, I suppose. Have it your way. Blaze when she goes to Burger King. Alright. Okay, Mom, I'm going now. Okay, dear, you take care now. I mean, if I walked into a house and they had an inflatable Famicom motorcycle, I would honestly be pretty impressed. How do we feel about bow ties? I know at least my group of friends is very anti-tie, but what about bow ties? Now I'm pretty sure these songs are slightly remixed, right? If Lucas can confirm. I'm pretty sure Blaze's versions are slightly different. Maybe I'm wrong. Yeah, bow ties are cute. But see, okay, the thing with bow ties is, like, they're only good for babies, I feel like. Like, I wouldn't wear a bow tie. I think it's dorky on, like, older people. But, like, okay, older people in terms of middle age. I think, like, an old man wearing a bow tie is kind of, you know, charming. I think a baby wearing a bow tie is very cute. If I wore a bow tie, it'd be kind of, like, whatever. It'd be like, why are you wearing a bow tie? Yeah, I will probably not see Sonic 3 in theaters, but I do plan on watching it eventually, I guess. I'm not the, like, I guess I'm not a Shadow fan, but I'm not, like, I know the movies have a lot about Shadow, and I think, like, lore-wise, I'm definitely more into, like, Tails and Knuckles, because I grew up with, like, Sonic 2, and while I don't, like, the story in those games is obviously very, just whatever, I think for me, I feel like a lot of people grew up with, like, you know, their first game were, like, the Sonic Adventure games, and, like, Shadow's a big part of their childhood. And I think Shadow's cool, but, it doesn't have as much of a nostalgic feel for me, so I'm curious as to what I'll think of the movie, because, I don't have as much of a connection to Shadow specifically, and if the movie's all, like, just nostalgia bait, I'll probably still enjoy it, but... unfortunately, I will not enjoy Jim Carrey, but that's a personal opinion. That's true, they are the size of an SUV.
You can't escape me.
If I wear a bow tie, I assume I'm going to Six Flags, is what I assume. Like, there are certain things that come to mind when I think bow ties. I think the 11th Doctor. I think, like, a cute baby getting his first photograph. And I think an old man going to Six Flags on a bus is what I think. Well, I hope you enjoy it. I guess I haven't really looked into what it's been getting review-wise. I imagine it's not. Like, people in general, I don't know if critics did, but people liked Sonic 2 overall, and I thought it was good. I wish it had more Tails, but I thought it was a good time at least. Right, that's what I thought from doing Game That Game Tune, but I could not remember for sure. Right there. Yeah, so far, Blaze is definitely better than Sonic. She's slower, but, like, she's got more maneuverability with, like, her options. Though I don't understand how to do, like, she can't, when she's doing up in the air like this, she does, like, a sideways dash. Her hover is only, like when she's jumping normally, it looks like. So it's just something to keep in mind. I'm curious as to how much these, like, I didn't look at how the levels were last time, but some of these levels are definitely a little different, it feels like. No, hang on, I want to get that one up. Really? That didn't last long enough for me to blast into that guy? You know what I've thought about? Because so I got my Christmas tree and stuff. Well, that went way faster than Sonic's level, I think. So, like, I live by myself, right? So any Christmas decorations are just for me. And it's unfortunate because I like the idea, like, I don't know how you guys feel, but I like the idea, for those who celebrate Christmas, I like the idea of a Christmas stocking. I think stockings are really cute and cool. But, like, I don't really, first off, I don't have a fireplace, so, like, I don't even know where I would hang them. But second of all, it doesn't really make sense to have like, you need to have kids for stockings, I feel like. You need to have people who will act like, or maybe not kids, but like at least a family. If you're by yourself, you can't really hang a stocking by yourself. I can, but like the whole point of a stocking is that you fill it with stuff, right? I guess I could just fill it for stuff with myself, but I don't know. That seems like, I guess people do, like, you know, oh, this is a birthday gift to myself, so. Santa hates my house. Well, yeah, but you have other people living with you, right? But like if you're by yourself, who's gonna be filling the stocking? Me. Like, you're filling the stocking together, or like I know at work one time we did a thing where everyone would like bring something small to put in everyone's stocking, and like that's a cool idea. But if you're the only one filling the stocking, then with my grandma we used to do. Alright, so this is when Sonic, so Blaze's story actually starts before Sonic's. So this is what happens here, because right, Sonic fights Eggman the first time, technically. But like, then how does this work, though? But hang on, so like, Sonic fought Eggman, but Blaze also fought Eggman? There's a little bit of a story inconsistency here. Because this one mostly lines up on like adventures, I would argue. There are 5 more I must get. Can't waste any time. But like with my grandma, she used to we had stockings at home, or with my mom too, but especially with my grandma, stockings were always like candy. Usually we got like a movie, like a ticket, like to the local movie theater, gift card, classically. Ooh, nice S. Other gift cards, lottery tickets were a staple. Obviously stuff like chocolate and just general candies. Trying to think if there was anything else that stood out, but definitely like, yeah, there was you had some kind of gift card of sorts in a stocking. Right, this is a song. This might be the weirdest song in this game. I don't know, I think in general, I think Blaze, it sucks, because I think Blaze not showing up definitely has to do with 06's reputation. But what sucks is that this is where Blaze starts, and her depiction in 06 is completely different from what it is in this game. Unless they're implying that the other role was actually, like, always in the future. But, I don't know, how she's supposed to be depicted in this game is that she's alternate world Sonic, because in Adventures, there's an alternate world Tails, basically. Like, there's this Soul Emerald, it's supposed to be another dimension. And then in 06, it's like, oh no, actually there's another hedgehog that's basically Trunks. And I think they just really wanted to do time travel and have another hedgehog, and they just decided to throw Blaze in there because why not? Because where else was she gonna go? I think she does show up. Like, here's what's weird too: isn't she in Sonic Generations during the party? Even though, like, she should be in her world at that point, right? So, like, why is she there? Why is she even at the Olympics, actually? Did she just, like, decide to cross dimensions just to go to the Olympics? I mean, I guess that's actually aligned with the Olympics, to be fair. I think 06 has gotta be, like, one of the least liked Sonic games, right? It's gotta be up there. Like, if we were to say what is the worst Sonic game, Sonic 06 has to be at least in contention. You think it's the least liked Sonic game? That's fair. I never played 06 because it wasn't on the Wii, so I mean, I guess now I technically... I don't know if I could. I'm sure there's a way I could play it. How is it even playable? Like, I assume they didn't get a release on Steam, right? Like, how would it even be playable at this point, I'm wondering? They probably had to have, like, because I have my Xbox Series S, but that's not going to let me play, like, Xbox 360 games. It wasn't on PS2, so I don't think I have a way to play it, actually. Maybe if it's on, like, some PC form. Sometimes they say these Soul Emeralds let me hear, and sometimes she just shows up. Yeah, like, it's one of those things where they introduce this fun character, but then, even though they, you know, some of the characters they've abandoned, but it's kind of funny how they're like, oh, well, we established she's not, like, of this world, but we want her to be here, so we always have to have some excuse for her to come. It's kind of like Rosalina is in the same boat when you think about it. Like, why is Rosalina hanging out with Mario and Co? She's basically God, and she's just like, yeah, I'm gonna hang out here with you guys for some reason. There's really no good reason for Rosalina to be in any game ever. Or, and this isn't a dimensional thing, but why is Pauline doing anything right now? Isn't she mayor? I don't know, that's a scandal waiting to happen, I feel like. The local post is gonna be like, is Mayor Pauline fit for office? Rumor has it that she's been hanging out at the go-kart track a lot. Oh, dang it, I was right there, too. So, what, does she just take longer to get here, then? Because, like, Sonic, this isn't the second level for Sonic, right? Or is it? What was Sonic's second level? I can't remember. It wasn't this, I don't think. I think it was the water level. Mike Macaro wrote an article in your New Dot post. I mean, obviously you don't take video games seriously, but it is really funny when you have, like, when they have to, like, they come up with these cool concepts for, like, one-off ideas, but then they want to, like, this is any series will do this. They'll have, like, a one-off idea, and then they'll want to keep using that one-off idea, so they'll have to keep coming up with like, ridiculous excuses for why, you know, eventually you just kind of have to be like, well, it's a spin-off. Yeah, we did Leaf Storm. We just did Leaf Storm. We just did Leaf Storm, and that's where where Sonic's story started. Which means that Sonic's next level will be the water level. Because she did the city, and then she did Leaf Storm, and took the emerald that Sonic, because Sonic fought Eggman at the start, and he met Blaze there. Meaning the next stage for Sonic should be the water level. Unless, like, Blaze would just, like, decide to chill for a bit. I feel like that's the thing, this is what I've always said, is boring games, boring movies are always worse than bad games or movies. Especially if they're, like, entertainingly bad. Because, from what I've heard, Sonic Forces is probably a, like, competent enough video game, but I think most people find it just boring above all else. Oh, I see what you're saying, right. But, like, chronologically, Sonic is busy dying in the water zone right now. Yeah, I'll take anything over just a boring, forgettable game. I will say, Sonic or Blaze definitely better than Sonic. I think not having to do the special stages helps because I think that wasn't helping, having to like take the time to attempt those. But also, like, I think I don't know if, like, I really don't know if the levels changes that much. I feel like for the most part it's the same level design, but like, I don't know, Blaze just, maybe because I've already played this once in, you know, so I kind of have a sense of how this game controls vaguely, and I know the general level layout, so that definitely is helping. But yeah, Blaze is better than Sonic. Yeah, no, I was just saying, Narn, if the game is entertainingly bad, you know, I can see that being an appeal, even if, you know, because but there are definitely cases where people will be like, oh, this thing is so bad, but it's just not so bad it's good, it's just bad. And usually those also coincide with being boring, typically, too. Like, they're definitely good boring games, but there are also definitely bad boring games. I think it helps, though. I think part of the thing with Sonic 06 is that, and this is YouTubers' fault. There are definitely famous people who played the game, and the one thing with, like, games being boring and bad is that, like, with movies, everyone's going to experience them mostly the same way. They're always going to, like, if it's boring, it's going to be boring for mostly everyone, except, you know, there's taste, but it's going to be the same experience. With a game, however, you have some control over, like, what's going on. And I think, right, this section. What's interesting is, with Let's Plays, there are definitely plenty of examples of games where the person playing it, like, has, like, what they've been doing, or like if they glitch or stuff, has made it entertaining. So it's not that the game itself is entertaining, it's more so that the depiction of the game has become entertaining because of YouTubers, for better or worse. And I think Let's Play is definitely, like, I'm assuming a lot of people who like 06 are because they've watched their favorite Let's Player play it and be mad at it. And so they like it because they like the person, like, messing up. Yeah, I would agree. But on the other hand, like, at the same time though, it's not like Action 52 is not a better game, but like, would I rather play 52 over Sonic Forces? Probably. I'd rather play neither, probably, but I mean, I haven't played Sonic Forces, so I really don't have an opinion on that. But you know what I'm saying? Like, if you played a game that's boring, or, like, I'd rather play a bad game if I had to choose between the two than a boring game, I guess. My option would be choose neither, to be honest, but... Yeah, if you're doing it as a ranking, though, I would agree with you, absolutely. Like, on a pure ranking level, it should, like, if you're not talking about, like, what would you actually want to experience, I'm talking about, if you're talking about just how would you rank this, then I would absolutely agree with you. Yes and no. I would agree with you that playing it by yourself would be boring. versus streaming it, but I would argue the same with Sonic Forces. Like, it's not like I would enjoy either, you know what I mean? But I feel like of the two, Action 52 would at least be more entertaining as a stream. But like, yeah, streaming definitely offers a different perspective. There are plenty of games that I think I've enjoyed. Like, okay, I played Shadows of Valentia this year, and it's probably one of my, you know, it might be my favorite game that didn't come out this year that I played. But the thing with it is that game, I feel like if I hadn't been streaming it, I probably wouldn't have enjoyed the dialogue as much as I did. Because it's one thing to just read it in your head, it's another thing to read it out loud and realize how ridiculous stuff is. So things, like, some games definitely get changed, you know, your perspective gets changed. I know this is kind of off topic to what you're saying, because I'm not disagreeing with you, I'm not trying to, I just kind of wanted a different direction here, because I absolutely get what you're saying. But I think, what more I'm saying is it's interesting to me as a streamer how my perception of games definitely differs based on, you know, whether I streamed it or not, I feel like. But yeah, I wouldn't enjoy either one, I feel like. But if I'm going to enjoy one by streaming, I'm probably going to give it at least a little bit of a favor, because it has at least something positive about it, you know? And yeah, I think, like, even, like, people, like, always talk about, like, The Room and stuff. If you would never watch, like, So Bad It's Good never works by yourself, I feel like. Like, you would never watch The Room by yourself and enjoy it. I mean, you might a little bit, but, okay, even, okay, if I watch something by myself and it was bad, it's good, the enjoyment I'm going to get out of it is telling other people about it, right? If I just watch it by myself and then don't say anything, then it's like, whatever. It's only good if I give it a reaction to people, you know what I mean? Even if it's just simply like texting someone to be like, dude, do you see this dog shit? Whereas there is definitely pieces of art that I've like watched or played and it's been like left an impact on me just by reading it myself. Like I don't need to share it with anyone to still like be like, wow, this game is great. Speaking of games that are great that people should play Lorelei and the Laser Eyes, one of the best games that came out this year. I have a lot to say on that game, but it's almost all spoilers. I will be doing a write-up. I need to get back on my writing about games. Because I've decided to like hold off on writing about UFO 50 as I'm gonna make its own. It's gonna be its own thread on Tumblr. But I need to. I still have a few. Like I have less now that I'm not writing about every every UFO 50 game before the end of the year. But I still have like a good almost 10 games still to write about. Yeah, no, that's completely fair. Like, cause yeah, Daikoben is Super Monkey Daikoben is very interesting to tell people about, but like, that's the enjoyment is the social aspect. There are some games that just socially are entertaining in some respect. Wait, what do you mean boss mechanic colors? I don't know what that means. So you mean like the color of the actual robot? I mean that makes sense because like this is Eggman, not Eggman Nega. I also like that Eggman and Eggman Nega decided to build the exact same robots for. Like they each decided, oh, let's build a Scarab Beetle. They also both decided to say, let's get ready to be schooled also. Okay, he's gonna jump over it. There we go.
regret this.
Unless Blaze was supposed to be fighting Eggman Nega in Leaf Storm, I don't know, and then she just happened to find Sonic fighting Eggman. But I feel like she would have questioned Nega being there, so who knows. Alright, Knuckles. Okay, hold on. Blaze, where would you like to go? The flower garden is really beautiful. Shall we go there? No thanks. I don't have time to go sightseeing. Oh. Also, I like how she's individually getting them per level, but like, does this mean that like Eggman just happens to be on a scroll with only one emerald each time? If the soul emeralds are lost, my world shall be as well. I sense it's already affecting this world. Yet the people I've told here, they don't seem to be very concerned. Oh! What is it? It's Knuckles! Hey Knuckles, over here! Huh, I'll go get him and introduce you. Wait! Jeez, I feel like a babysitter. Still, I haven't gotten lost thanks to her. I only need to find the last 4 soul emeralds. Once I have them, I can let her go. Hey Cream, it's been a while. Who is this guy? That's Knuckles. He's a tough guy, but he isn't very bright. What? Ah! Doesn't look like Cream is too bright herself. So aren't you gonna introduce me? I do think it's funny how, like, I mean, Tails is considered like one of the smartest characters, but I think it's funny that I feel like Sonic is probably like pretty dumb, but like compared to most of his friends, he's actually one of the smarter characters because he hangs around a lot of idiots, to be honest. So aren't you gonna introduce me? This is my friend Blaze. Why do you look so suspicious? What do you have in your hands? I sense a familiar power. Do you have Chaos Emeralds? Chaos Emeralds? Are there gems here akin to the Soul Emeralds? How'd you get them anyhow? Regardless, here's some friendly advice. Give them to Sonic for safekeeping. Here's another person saying I should find Sonic. Who on earth is he? I don't have any Chaos Emeralds. Go look elsewhere for them. What? Don't lie to me. You must have Chaos Emeralds. I can sense their power here. Wait. That blue hedgehog again, of all places. I've wasted too much time on him already. What's this? Let's go. Oh, please wait for me, Blaze. What I have in my hands determines the fate of my world. We love a good edgy character. Sonic loves its edgy characters. Like, arguably Knuckles is kind of edgy in some depictions. Shadow is edgy. Blaze is a little edgy. Big is not. Big the Cat is very much the opposite of edge.
You can't escape me.
Sonic is either every character is like the most edgy character of all time, or they're the dopiest dope that ever doped. Which I guess is no different. Like, considering that this game feels like it takes heavy Dragon Ball inspiration, kind of in line with that series. You have characters like Vegeta and Piccolo that are like the most edgy motherfuckers ever, and then you have Yajirobe. What the heck? Why did that? I guess I just timed it wrong. Oh my god!
How do airplanes... Or I guess it's more of a sub, but... Yeah, so far, Blaze has definitely been better than Sonic. I'm not even sure why. Like, it's been a week, so it's not like I perfectly remember these stages. Granted, we have this stage left, which I did not like, and we have a lot of other stages left that I didn't like either. So, you know. There, you know, did you ever think about how, like, there's an explanation of, like, how computers work and how, like, airplanes work, right? But, like, when you really think about it, airplanes less than computers, I'd argue. But, like, you think about how, like, how much black magic it is that computers exist, or that people figured it out. Like, I get some of the principles behind computers, but, like, it's also, like, what the heck? Like, it's pretty incredible. Technology is pretty amazing in some respects. And I feel like airplanes are up there. It's like the fact that we can actually fly, like, you know, blows my mind sometimes. This is true. She is a gold medal gymnast. The power of science is in fact staggering. I think because she's not as fast as Sonic, because she is a little bit more, she's more careful. I think that's like this. Oh, the thing I complained about is that the game is like, oh, you're Sonic, you need to move fast, you need to move fast. And I feel like Blaze is more built for this level design because her jumps and her movement is a little bit more careful, meaning that some of the more precise precision jumping that I was annoyed with Sonic is not an issue with Blaze because she doesn't move as fast.
You can't escape me.
Sonic's too fast. Is he in Scarlet and Violet? I gotta imagine he's in Scarlet and Violet. Yeah, this is the thing with, like, you wonder why Shovel Knight was like, we should just make 4 games. Because the problem with making a game with, like, the same levels but different characters means that some characters are just going to work better with the level design than others. Case in point, Blaze and Sonic. Yeah, I spent a long... I used to own that game on GBA, and I should play it again. Oh, dang it. But I remember, yeah, that issue, like, it's not unique to this game. So, you gotta imagine that there's gonna be a, you gotta imagine there's gonna be a Gen 10 soon, right? I know we have Pokemon Pizza coming out, which, like, that's gonna, I don't wonder when that's gonna come out, because we haven't heard anything about it besides its release. But, like, what, Scarlet and Violet was, like, what, 2 years ago now? 1 year ago? How long has it been? I would think Gen 10 would be in February, yeah. Which means that, like, probably it's going to be another case of, like, Pokemon Legends comes out, like, potentially the same year as Gen 10. Because either they're going to, like, announce it in February, it's going to come out in Christmas, or it's going to come out the next year after, I guess. But, I don't know, maybe it will be the next year after, only because, like, okay, I feel like at this point, the Switch 2 is probably going to come out on holiday. I think it's too late in the announcement for it to come out in spring. Maybe it comes out in spring. But regardless, I imagine there's going to be, like, I mean, I guess having it in spring or spring or summer versus winter is a little different, because if you have it in winter, then you pretty much only have launch titles. And Pokemon usually is not a launch title. Like, there hasn't been a single Pokemon game, I don't think, that's been a launch title for, well, maybe Pokemon Dash, but in general, I don't even think that. Pokemon just generally isn't a launch title for whatever reason. And, so you gotta imagine that if the Switch 2 comes out for holiday, then Pokemon will probably come the year after, I imagine. It could be, but you would think if that was the case that you would have already had an announcement about that, right? I would like that would be my thought. Is if we were going to have it come out in March, we would have already heard about it by now. Because with the Switch 1 came out in March, but they initially teased it in September, and then they had a full reveal in February, but they still teased it in September. Yeah, it could be. I'm not saying it can't be a spring release. I'm just saying it's less likely. Okay, yeah, Blaze is better than Sonic. Hot take. And by hot take, I mean very, very cold take. What are we even up to for bits, by the way? I know the joke, like, it doesn't matter at this point, but like, how many bits is the Switch? How do I fight this guy again? I don't remember. Right. You know what I was considering asking for Christmas and I didn't? Though I did ask for a Steam Deck, but that was like just kind of like I don't expect getting it. If I do, you'll see a post on it. Mostly because I want a way to play UFO 50 not on my computer. But I was considering getting a Playdate, which goes back in line with the peripherals thing. That's a good example of like a game that is definitely, or a system that is like definitely just being made for the art of it more than anything else. I respect it. I don't know if I'd buy it, but I respect the Playdate. It's a lot of money also to buy. This is a Galapagos. Okay, yeah, this boss still sucks. Alright, one more. See, I don't know how you're supposed to do this without, like... I don't know how you do that without getting hit, honestly. I'm sure there's a trick to it, but... No, I'm sure it sounded very fuzzy on the DS speakers, but... Depends on which, though. I think, like, the DSi is probably better speakers than the original DS. I don't know. I don't know if it actually changed that hardware at all, but I would imagine it did. Alright, Amy is here, Sonic's not, he's not here. So this would have been, so Sonic would have been at the desert at this point, so he would have swapped positions. And what was, oh, he went to the city next, I'm pretty sure. Because the city was zone 5, right, I think? No, wait. No, the city was zone 4. Right, because we started before Sonic, so Sonic would have been going to the city at this point. So we're, like, chronologically, we're ahead of Sonic. Sonic's not here. I wonder where he went. I've already retrieved some Soul Emeralds. And I did it without Sonic's assistance. I don't need his help. Besides, this Sonic sounds like... Sonic? Are you there, Sonic? Where are you? Amy! Oh, hi, Cream. Where's Sonic? Jeez, another person ranting on about Sonic. me when I go... me when I go on Reddit. I'm looking for him too, but he's not around. Darn it. Who is she? This is Amy. She's a really energetic girl who loves Sonic. But she can be a bit short-sighted in that regard. Cream, we better have a little talk. Not again. Just wait, please. I do like Amy. I like the fact that she has her hammer. Like, I'm pretty sure the hammer was only introduced in Adventures to give her a different gameplay mechanic, but it's become so integral to her character that she just has this giant hammer that she swings around. But I'm not getting any negative vibes. So who is she? This is Blaze. I just became her friend. Nice to meet you. Are you looking for Sonic? I'm warning you though, I'm Sonic's girlfriend. It's the only game where she specifically calls herself Sonic's girlfriend. I feel like she doesn't say she's Sonic's girlfriend. She also isn't Sonic's girlfriend. Like, at least Sonic doesn't consider her as such. No, I'm seeking as the Soul Emeralds. I couldn't care less about anyone called Sonic. Great, then it's okay. I won't let anyone else have Sonic. Oh, is it in Fighters? Okay, well, my point still remains. It was only added for a gameplay aspect. Like, her original appearance in Sonic CD, she's just a generic, damsel in distress. But then, like, I love it when, this is not exclusive to, like, this series. I love it when any game is, like, they add one specific aspect to a character just for, like, maybe one game, and it becomes integral to their character from now on. For example, a somewhat good example is Luigi being, like, a higher jumper is pretty much only because Luigi was a palette swap for Mama in Doki Doki Panic, which, as you might not know, was what Super Mario Bros. 2 originally was. She really is open about her emotions. Something that I'm not allowed to do. Oh, the time. I can't stick around. I must find Sonic. He's gotta be here somewhere with Tails. Tails is neat. He loves to build things. He also makes all sorts of cool inventions. This is one of those things where, I feel like Cream and Tails are the same age. Though it's kind of weird when people do that for younger characters. But this kind of line of Tails is neat, that's shipped. People are like, oh, they said something cool about this character. Yep, they're dating. Clearly. Like one line of dialogue. He also likes to hang around with Sonic. Sonic, where are you? What was that? Come on, Blaze, let's catch up with Amy. Amy has Sonic radar. So wherever Amy goes, we'll find Sonic. Heh. Oh. I finally saw you smile, Blaze. What, me? I'm so happy. Now let's go. Alright. Oh god, oh god, oh man, oh god, oh man, oh god. No! No, I am not ready. I am not ready at all. I don't want to do this stage. I'm sure it's better with Blaze. But I really don't want to do this stage. I'm kind of glad I did Blaze second. Like, it kind of made sense to do Sonic first, but I feel like I would have been more annoyed if I had done Blaze. I mean, on the one hand, I would have at least had a better sense of what the levels were, but doing Blaze first and then playing a worse version, I feel like would have been just not fun. Oh, I don't know if I realized this, but this is just the, like... I guess I just didn't realize it, but this is definitely the, This is just the same music from, when, like, a bit of it is when you look the victory music.
Yeah, so I feel like, no, maybe I'm wrong. Like, Lucas, are there Act 1s and 2s swapped or no? No, they can't be. They can't be swapped because the water one was definitely, of the pyramid was definitely Act 2. I think this might be I think this is probably Act 1 in Sonic's. I just did it so long that it felt like Act 2. It took me forever to get through this part. Okay, right. And remember, we can jump on these gliders too to slow them down. This part seems. Oh, god damn it! Yeah, this is the part I don't like. Okay, yeah, let's do that. Let's just skip that whole section. Thank you, Blaze, for being way better than Sonic.
You can't escape me.
That? Maybe that's not different. It felt like that was maybe different. Because I don't remember having... I guess I just was slower with the parachute last time.
Okay.
No, I wasn't high enough. Dang it. I still hate this stage. This might be the worst stage in all of Sonic. That's not even also true, but it's up there. Okay. Alright, there. Checkpoint, nice. Right, I do not like this part.
You can't escape me.
But now that I know about the jumping, maybe it'll be better. Right, this weird glider thing. So I need to go back to watching One Piece. I finished. I think I said. Did I say this on stream? Maybe I didn't. I finished Skypiea. It was good. I'm kind of over the fake deaths in the show a little bit. Like, it kind of ruins some of the impact of that arc a bit when characters who should have definitely died didn't die. Not that I feel like One Piece has definitely been worse about it than other shows, at least in terms of like you think someone's dead and then they're not. Though I heard it definitely gets better after this point in that respect. But I need to get back to it. But I also like as soon as I finish the next like mini arc. Oh, damn it!
You can't escape.
Right, I forgot about that section. As soon as I finish the next mini arc, I have to write a blog about it. So, because I'm already behind when it comes to, since I'm a little behind when it comes to the game backlog blogs. I'm not in a rush to do that. But I also like want to sit because I know the next one's only like 10 episodes. So I want to like find a night where I can watch the whole thing in full, pretty much. But I've had a lot of things that are just little things I need to like been working on, like the name of that game too crap and other stuff. So I haven't been like, oh yeah, I you know want to watch One Piece right now. Plus, I've been trying to, like, since I'm taking a break on UFO 50, I've been trying to play other games that came out this year, like Nine Souls, like Lorelei. I'm trying to figure out what I want to play next. I might go back to finishing, dang it, I'm gonna die here too. I might play, go back to Neon White and finish that, or Grab by the Ghoulies. But I also, I don't know. I'm debating tonight because like tonight I have some things I need to do, but I might play a game tonight. And it's between like if I'm playing a new game, my choices would be, hey, thank you so much, Sturm. That's unfortunate.
Hi, I lost to an easy NPC in Mario Party because they landed on 2 star spaces with an ally.
Are you enjoying the story mode though, or not the story mode? I guess that's not story mode. Are you enjoying single player Mario Party? Besides losing. I mean, I'm pretty sure anything will be better than, from what it sounds like, that game, unfortunately. It's a cool concept, it's just unfortunate that it didn't really work out, Sakami. But, my choices are either, Locomotive, which is like a LucasArts style, like, detective, kind of visual novel of sorts. I'm interested in playing that, and then I have, Crypt Custodian to play as well. I wanted to not play it after Nine Souls, because even though I think it's more of a Metroidvania than it is a, it's more Metroidvania than it's, than it is a, Souls-like, I'm pretty sure, for that game. I still wanted to take a bit of a break, because, you know, Nine Souls is still got Metroidvania elements. Yeah. I think I will like that game a lot. I just didn't want to play it right after Nine Souls. I want to play a different genre for a bit. Please, I only have 1 life. I need to earn enough lives to... Oh, crap. Where... do I have anything... Okay, this will help. No, 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 no. Damn it! Right, I forgot about this section. Ah! This is the worst level. Like, even it's definitely easier in Blazes, but this level sucks. This is so bad. I will not defend this level at all. I did. Now it's my little. Oh, okay. Who is he playing as? Goomba. But yeah, either Crypt. Hang on, where's my list? I had a list. What are the games that I have on my backlog? UFO 50, Neon White, Ghoulies, Locomotive, Crypt Custodian. Right, and then I also have Saw the Spyros. I want to play at least Spyro 1 and 3, or at least 3. Octopath 2, Wild Frost, Vector Man. I tried playing Vector Man a little bit because it's on this, like it's on my backlog technically. Kind of sucks. So I'm really looking forward to playing more Vector Man, honestly. Alright, no problem, Naran. We will see you later. Hopefully I'll be out of this level by then. I might need to take a break here for a second. The good news is, after this level, I think it's all uphill. I know that the gravity level is going to be a little weird, but I don't think it was that bad. And I can't remember, what was the other level that Sonic had? It wasn't anything horrible at the very least.
can't escape me.
At least I don't remember it being that bad. I don't even remember it either, so, you know. I mean, I guess that's a good thing, maybe. I need rings. So I read, I've been reading, like, I know I had talked about how I was reading the Pokemon mangas, and, I'm still kind of into, like, I don't know what I want to read next. I want to read, like, a legit, like, non-adaptation manga. But I've been kind of, like, occasionally when I have downtime at work, I've been reading, some of the Pokemon spin-offs. Unfortunately, a lot of them I found, like, I'm gonna dive into some of the more weird ones soon. But unfortunately, most of them seem to be, like, not officially, like, translated. I read the first one that was the original Mystery Dungeon, and that one was translated. It was in Nintendo Power, apparently, like the original print of it. But it's the sequel for Explorers of Darkness was not officially translated, and I can tell, considering some of the things that they said in that you could tell was fans translated. I'm pretty sure it was mostly accurate though, because it was pretty much just the story of, you know, Explorers of Darkness, which is the thing. Like, the Explorers of Darkness and regular Mystery Dungeon anime are mostly just complete, like it was cool watching the, reading the, regular Pokemon manga because it was doing different stuff. Even when it was retelling the general game plot, it was mostly doing its own thing. Which I thought was cool. It was always, you know, it was interesting to read. For the Mystery Dungeon ones, at least the first two that I've read, I think those might be the only two, to be honest, but for those ones, it is pretty much just a one-for-one, like truncated repetition of the plot of the games. And, like, you get cool art, you get some, like, you know, potentially funny dialogue. Again, the problem with fan translation is it's a mixed bag for, like, that one. But it's, you know, it was just kind of a warm-up, because I'm probably going to be reading Rebirth next, which is very much I'm very intrigued in this concept, because this, if you've never heard of Rebirth, it's the one where the people fuse with the Pokemon, and I'm very interested in reading this manga, fan translation or not. I'm also, there's a lot of weird, I was like looking up, like if you look up like Pokemon manga list, there's some really weird ones. There's one that's like a shoujo romance anime or manga about Pokemon that's like
You can't escape me.
intriguing, because like it's just like, when I think Pokemon, I don't think shoujo. So I guess shoujo is mostly just like aimed towards women in general, right? It's not really like necessarily romance. Like, it's like how Shonen is, you know, Shonen Jump is for boys. And technically, like, you know, people think Shonen to think of like, oh, fighting tournaments, but that doesn't, you know, there's plenty of stuff in Shonen Jump that is not just that, necessarily. Dang it! I forgot about that part. I feel like I earned more life with Sonic at some point in this, but I don't remember. Have you checked out any of the motion levels, Sturm? Or just been playing regular Mario Party right now? Because I feel like that might be, like, what's unfortunate for Jamboree is that any of, like, the multiplayer motion stuff is not playable, like, online. So, like, the Toad's Factory seems like it'd be cool to play, like, with people, but I don't have people. Oh, you were at Nina's earlier? Oh, wait, no, when you played it. Okay, I see, when you played it earlier. The genre names shonen and shoujo are literally just boy and girl in Japan. Okay. That makes... I kind of assumed that. Which is such a generic, like... I think it's funny, like, I don't know how it's perceived in Japan, but it is funny when you hear, like, you know, English speakers talking about it, and they're like, oh yeah, these are, like, definitive genres. And imagine if in English people were like... Like, there's definitely similar genre things, but people don't treat it in the same way that I feel like they would treat shonen and shoujo. You know what I mean? Like the English interpretation of those genres, I feel like, is different than the actual usage in Japan, probably. Yeah. Trying to find books is so hard, I feel like. Naren's not here for this conversation, but... like, young adult is, like... Like, to me, young adult just means... It's such a weird genre the more you think about it, because, like, you think, oh, it's, like, you know, early adult. But in some respects, it's actually, like, more just, like, more fantasy, less, like, I don't know, real-life subjects. Like, it's such a weird genre. Okay. Yeah, I don't know if this is gonna help me. However, I do need to get coins, because... Rings, sorry! Rings are probably the one thing, like, there's definitely things that people will, like, accidentally call coins in games, I feel like. But rings are definitely up there as, like, one of the... Like, they're definitely not coins, but... Can we please get out of this level? They don't sell onion coins at Sonic. That's true. They could, though. I don't know what an onion coin would be. It would just be that would just be like almost like a whole like. Imagine someone's like, yeah, I don't sell onion rings. I sell onion coins, and it's just like a giant like chunk of onion. There's a reason they don't like sell you onion, like onions are like in ring form, because there's only so much onion you can have in one bite, I feel like. Ah, dang it. Okay, hang on. Take it easy. I think we're almost done. If I remember correctly. Dang it!
You can't escape me.
No, why? Why did you? Oh my God, Blades!
You can't escape me.
Okay, don't dash there apparently. Which I mean, fair, but I guess I thought I was still on the rail. That's a life down the drain. I'm almost there. Just let me finish this level so I can get out of this hellscape. Oh, my checkpoint was so much further back than I thought it was. Dang it. Okay. Alright, so this. Dang it! I think I need to go higher up
You can't
anyway.
escape me.
I'm gonna die here. I think I did this last section of Sonic with no trouble, but for some reason I'm having trouble with Blaze. But part of that was like loss of life for no reason. Hang on, I gotta focus before I talk about funny Pokemon manga. I don't really have more to talk about Pokemon manga. I like to read the Splatoon manga, but I think that's mostly just like kind of a gag manga, right? Like there's no like deep story to Splatoon. Summer, you've missed the music. At least I got a one-up there. Alright, get out of here. There we go. Oh, I hate flying. Alright, what was this boss again? This was like the eagle, right? Right, this one is definitely different because I don't remember this thing being green before. Right, I remember this guy being annoying. He's also shooting way more bullets than he did last time. So, have they haven't announced any? I guess the new Sonic project this year was Sonic Generations in Shadow, which is mostly a new, like, it is an old game, but like it's definitely new. People have been mostly only talking about the Shadow portion because I feel like most Sonic fans, not me, but I feel like most Sonic fans had played Generations before, right? So I feel like if you're buying that, you're mostly just buying that for the Shadow section. It's like how most people who bought Mario, like, and it's kind of sucks, right? Like, again, this is the whole thing with like remakes. It's like, okay, people who bought Mario 3D World plus Bowser's Fury, some people bought that to play Mario 3D World. That's fair, but I feel like a lot of people bought it because of Bowser's Fury. It's like you're basically spending $60 for one little small thing. Though I'm curious for those who've played it, like how much content is in Shadow Generations? Like, is it a full game on its own, basically? Like, is it a pretty hefty experience, or is it? Because I gotta imagine there's not many levels that Shadow can have, right? Like, he's only been in like what, Adventures and Shadow, and that's basically like I guess 06, and that's basically it for like his main appearances. It's about the length of Generations. Well, how do they... So they definitely have... But there's no way they have, like, nearly as many levels, right? Alright, one more. Give me back the Soul Emeralds.
You'll regret this.
Was Generations only 6 levels? How many levels is Generations? I thought Generations was a lot. Right, they did have the movie DLC.
2 more emeralds. There's Sonic. Okay, we'll do this and then we'll take a break. He's cool. Aha! There you are, faker. Oh, Sonic Tails! So this guy's Sonic. Cream, be careful! Come over here! Why? What are you trying to imply? Blaze, so that's your name. Yes, my name is Blaze the Cat. Well, again, I don't think she said Blaze, honestly. So I don't know how they figured out her name. Well, no, they already knew her name, I thought. I don't know, whatever. Who are you? Do you know anything about Eggman Nega? Eggman Nega? He's come to this world too? It's none of your business. This is my responsibility. So I'll deal with it. Hey, that's not how it works around here. The space-time continuum tier has spread. Does it involve you? I didn't expect anyone else to know about this. So there is a relationship. I said this is my problem. Don't bother me. Hey, Blaze, wait! Sonic Tails, I'll see you later. Because it's been deprived of the Soul Emeralds, my world is in danger. It's also affecting this world too. I'm surprised someone actually went into action. It seemed like no one here really cared. To be fair, Blaze, nobody else, like, knew what was going on, and you're not explaining anything to anyone, so, you know. Everything that Eggman was doing, there was Eggman Nega in the mirror. I mean, that is basically this game, basically. Because Blaze is fighting Eggman, and Sonic is fighting Eggman Nega. And they're basically going different routes. Because Sonic's going to go to the Zone 5 where we just came from. And we're going to go to where he just came from. And then we're both going to end in space. I imagine. Blaze, since we finally found Sonic, shouldn't you have asked him for help? Sonic, can you tell me what sort of person he is? Sonic? He's like the wind. The night of the wind. What does that mean? Voice text almost made you do a very bad there. Yeah, fair. Alright, so this one is the next zone. Right, this battle. I forgot about this one. No, Cream found Blaze and is like, you're my best. Ooh, ice cream. Cream found Blaze and is like, I'm gonna be your friend. And so now Cream is just being Blaze's tails. Though in Sonic Adventure, Blaze gets her own tails from her own dimension. But yeah, Cream is not from the other dimension. Alright, I will be right back, guys. I'm going to take a quick break, and when we get back, we're going to do Zone 6. So be right back. Alright, we are back with more Sonic Rush. We are nearing the end of Blaze's story mode. So let's keep going. Yeah, Blaze is definitely better than Sonic. I think we should just get rid of Sonic. I think we should just... The next Sonic game shouldn't be Sonic. I think Sonic... Would you imagine if they took, like, any big series and, like, just permanently decided to replace... I guess... I don't know if that's ever been done before, but imagine if they were just like, yeah, so Sonic is now just going to star Blaze. Like, I'm sure, like, movies and stuff have done that. I don't think they've done that for games before. Like a Dragon almost did that. I guess, yeah, like, I feel like RPGs I could see doing that, too. The thing with, like a lot of RPGs, like Final Fantasy, for example, though, like, they're complete, like, those don't count because they're different protagonists, right? Like it's a whole different world usually. It's not really the same thing. Like Tales of Symphonia like has different protagonists, but they're not like it's each one is its own separate thing. Yeah, no, I guess with Like a Dragon it's like changed genres. Yeah. Well, like, imagine if, in the Mario series, they still call it Super Mario, but, like, because there's definitely, I can't think of it off the top of my head, but there's definitely, like, TV shows that, like, have the same name, but, like, are definitely just about a different character entirely. So imagine if they're just, like, Super Mario Bros. And it's, like, starring Fred.
You can't escape me.
Alright, this was JJ Rocket, right? I'm pretty sure. It's the one that goes JJ. Sorry, I don't wanna bring politics up. No offense to anyone. Just we're not talking about that in my in my streams. You ever think about Choo Choo Rocket? It's kind of funny that Sega's bringing all these IPs back, and yet they're not bringing back, like, the ones we really want, like Choo Choo Rocket. Or, like, Space Channel 5. Also, I should have grabbed that extra life earlier, but oh well, I forgot it was there. I don't think this stage was too bad. It was a little annoying, but I don't remember it being as bad as the Huge Crisis, or this is Huge Crisis, whatever the one we just did was. Dang it. These robots are annoying, though. It's kind of weird, though, like, the idea of franchises in general is a relatively new concept, honestly. Like, I feel like for a lot of us, you know, you grew up with the idea of franchises, you know, but, like, I feel like the 90s are really when the idea of, like, things never ending kind of started, honestly. Like, I feel like in the 80s, you didn't really have these, like, you had a little bit, but, like, that's a lot of, like, the origin of stuff. You didn't have, like, a lot of this, like, oh, this thing is going to last forever, or there's going to keep being things of this stuff. I feel like films in general, you didn't be like, oh, we expect a sequel for this. That's like, it's definitely a more relatively, like, newer idea that, like, oh, we just expect a new Mario game. Oh, we just expect a new whatever film. Well, okay. But it's a little different because it's like it's not. A lot of the John Wayne films aren't really like set in the same universe. They just star the same actor. It's not like starring the same actor isn't really the same thing. I get like with like it doesn't star the same character specifically, right? So I guess John Wayne just kind of played himself usually, didn't he? I think he was John. I think he was a different character in each of his roles, though. But his character was also just John Wayne. Like, what character am I playing? Well, you're playing Fred for this. I don't know why. I don't know why Fred is my go-to name for the night. You're playing Fred for this role, but basically just do what you usually do. I guess would say Star Wars is probably the first like big franchise, huh? I guess it would be, huh? I'm sure there's other ones, but it's probably the first like big one. Because before Star Wars, like what would you say is the biggest franchise before that point? Like I guess just Disney cartoons in general, but they were all pretty much independent of each other. I don't even think they really had sequels. Like most of the Disney sequels were mostly a direct-to-DVD concept. Like nowadays you see like, oh, Pixar, they're making Moana 2 and whatever. But even in the 90s, like the idea of a Disney sequel like was not seen as like the standard. And if it was seen as like, again, like something you saw on DVD as like, oh well, okay, sure, I guess we're gonna have a sequel. Okay, I did misread that, but to be fair, it still works with my general point, though. I don't... See, but Godzilla and King Kong are weird. But yes, I would agree that I guess the movie star would be the franchise back in the day. King Kong and Godzilla are... and James Bond are... I guess James Bond works as a franchise. That's probably the earliest, like, true franchise. But King Kong and Godzilla are interesting because they're basically just the same movie. Like, it's not like there's a continuous universe back in the day, at least. They were all just the same movie. It was just different retellings of that. Which is kind of not really the same thing. But it's just, I just think it's interesting how much, like, certain ideas that become like, oh yeah, this is just how things are. And it's like, yeah, but it's just how it is right now. It's all based on your perception of things. Like, the idea that, oh, you know, sequels and remakes and all this stuff is normal. It's like, it's only normal because we've made it normal, you know? It didn't used to be the norm. For better or worse. Like I said, like because I know Moana 2 came out, and if you had in the 90s, like I'm trying to think what the first like actual theatrical. I think the first theatrical, like true sequel, and even that's not like it doesn't continue the story at all. It's just another, you know, set in that universe. But I think The Rescuers Down Under is the first theatrical Disney sequel, and that was like. Not even like a big deal. Like, how many people besides me even know about The Rescuers Down Under? And like again, it has the same characters. It doesn't really like continue the original story at all, which it doesn't need to. But I just think it's interesting because now, like, you just expect a sequel, you expect a remake. I'm telling you, like, the more people get used to stuff, companies are like, oh yeah, we can do this, and they just keep doing it, you know? That's why I always warn about the dangers of video game remakes, is because you're gonna eventually get to the point where, you know, you're gonna get a remake of a game that just came out, right? Like, you see, like, DLC and stuff, like, you're just gonna get, we're starting to get to the point where DLC is just, like, going to be, like, you're gonna see a game constantly be in a flux of changing, because, you can always make it better, you can always change it, you can always redo it. You need to be okay with flawed, you know, things. You need to be okay with stuff not being perfect.
Get ready to be schooled.
can you please... Was this the boss I died on? I feel like this might be the boss I died on, or was it the eagle? Might have been the eagle. Game over on, rather. I definitely died on a few bosses. Though mostly only in Sonic. I mean, I know I've done these bosses before, so I know their general movements, but I'm telling you, Blaze just... Sonic's a bit unwieldy. He has, like, he's very slippery because he's so fast. He's arguably too fast. I do think it's very interesting. I guess the reason why is, like, Sonic doesn't have Elemental, but, like, if you were to say Sonic is, like, the wind, which, again, he doesn't have Elemental. I guess, like, fire and wind are kind of opposites a little bit. Kind of, not really. Not actually. I don't know, the idea of opposite elementals, like, I know Pokemon obviously has them, but, like, I think it's funny because, like, some games, like, in Pokemon, fire beats ice, right? But there are some games where I feel like ice beats fire. And it's just funny that, like, we love to be like, oh yeah, you know, these elemental things have, like, an opposite that, you know, is strong against them, you know, and in real life that's just not the case. If I throw mud at you while you're taking a bath, it doesn't do more damage because you were covered in water. Like, it's just not a thing. He's just not aiming at me, huh? Okay, there he goes. I feel like this is definitely easier to control on a controller versus, like, the DS. I think because it just doesn't have as much grip, unfortunately. That's the one thing. I love the DS, I love the 3DS, but they are, in fact, flat. So everyone makes fun of the original DS, but I actually think it's, like... I stopped playing the original DS because it died. Like, famously, my DS touchscreen was so scratched up that by the time I, played Bowser's Inside Story when that came out, I had to get a new DS because it was like I couldn't even do some of the mini games because the DS touchscreen was so damaged. But I did like that there's more grip to the original DS. Everyone's like, "Oh, the DS fat, it's so ugly." It's like, yeah, but it functions well. Everyone, like, loves to make fun of the Wii U for, like, being, like, I'm like, yeah, but it has grip to it. Not everything needs to be these sleek rectangles, okay? Like, you know, some people realize that Apple has kind of ruined people's perception of what is, you know, they care more about what looks pretty and not what functions well, I feel like. You've already collected 6 of the gems. Yes, I only need to recover 1 more. If I recover it, everything should be fine, I hope. Hi again. It's nice to see you. Her name was Amy, right? Hey, Sonic was trying to find you two. Did you see him? Yes, we found him, but... I got 6 of the Soul Emeralds without him. I don't need his help. Huh, you should learn to be able to ask for help. If you have trouble, just ask Sonic for help. This game is really, like, you know, like, look, Blaze is pretty competent on her own. I get that she needs to learn to open up to people. That's her character arc. But at the same time, like, sorry, Sonic is not Jesus. You don't need to, like, act like he's, like, literally the end-all be-all here. Everyone, I do kind of agree with her, Blaze, that everyone just won't shut up about Sonic. Sonic would be able to help you in a flash. Especially since a lot of these other characters are pretty competent in their own right. Knuckles is pretty competent, mostly. Amy's pretty competent. No problem. I can take care of this myself. Boy, you're stubborn. You can rely on your friends, you know. Friends.
sometimes you can't do things alone. And when you can, it's still better with friends. Got it? Blaze and I agree. Blaze is my friend, and Amy's my friend. A friend of a friend is a friend. So Sonic and Amy are also Blaze's friends. You can rely on your friends, so long as that friend is Sonic. That can't be true. But it doesn't feel wrong. Alright then. So now you don't have to strain yourself. I don't have to force myself. There you are, now I've got you. It's Knuckles! Hey you, Catwoman, it's payback time! What did you do to him? Well, it really wasn't a big deal, but... basically, Knuckles got the wrong idea. Huh, that's pretty typical of Knuckles. Okay, I'll take care of it. You two can go. Aren't you in a hurry? Blaze, let's go. Please hold on tight to me. We're going to fly again? Oh, wait a second. I'm kind of scared of heights. Which is sillier? Tails using his tails to fly, or Cream using her ears to fly? I'm trying to... like, I feel like the ears are funny. They're, like, more ridiculous, honestly. Hey, Dimwit, wait a minute. This has nothing to do with you, Amy. My business is with that Catwoman. Look, that's why I called you over. Listen to me. Hey, come back here. That's no fair flying away. You can fly... well, you can glide, I guess. We'll be safe up here. Don't take this the wrong way, Blaze. Knuckles is actually a nice guy. Thank you. Huh? You don't need to thank me. We're friends, aren't we? Now, let's go find the last one. Yeah, okay, so this is where I was like, this game did have more dialogue, right? But it's in Blaze's mode. Blaze has way more dialogue than Sonic's mode. So now, let's go find the last one. I've never had such feelings before. And they're not so bad. Deadline. If I ever make a space station, I'm gonna make it in the shape of my face.
You can't escape me.
Alright, this level was kind of... but it wasn't too bad. Just gotta be... alright, that's the thing I gotta be careful with, is those stupid rockets. Those Jet rockets. Dang it, I want to go up that way. Yeah, I haven't really used the boost, the upwards that Blaze has, or really done many tricks. But I haven't really needed to. Part of the thing with Sonic was having enough to use the special stages, but again, just Blaze being a little bit more careful, like, you know, not as fast, really helped. There we go. So yeah, it's useful for stuff like that. Yeah, here's my conclusion. I have no idea how it works in Sonic Advance. Because I know there's different characters in that game, too. My conclusion is that, what was it, Dips or whatever? Dimps? It's not that the level design is bad, it's that they don't design levels based on Sonic. Like, they've been designing based on the slower character. This is why I hate Donkey Kong. Because Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze. Because, like, it's kind of the opposite problem, actually. They designed the levels based on the slow characters for this. The thing I've said is for Tropical Freeze is because that game has a mirror mode that allows you to play as the solo characters, they don't change the actual level, like, placement. They make it so that you have to, like, that, you know, they don't want to make it too easy for the characters that can fly and stuff. So they have to make it the levels a little trickier. And the end result is that for Donkey Kong, who cannot do any of that stuff, it makes base Donkey Kong without a little front on his back, like, horrible to play as. And all of his jumps really tight. And kind of the same thing here. I feel like playing as Sonic, you have to be super, way more careful because you have to, because you're way faster than the level design is, you know, expecting you to be, because I feel like it's designed for more of the slower characters, for better or worse. And I imagine for Advance maybe the same thing, because you have like Amy and Cream and some of the other characters. It just feels like they didn't design these levels around Sonic at all. They designed it for Blaze first and then threw Sonic in here. Yeah, this is the gravity level. It's also the last level in the game, besides whatever they have for like the true ending. Because after this, for Blaze, I imagine we have we fight Sonic and then we fight the final boss again, and then we'll go from there. But I don't know. I mean, I feel like this has been going pretty smooth. I had a little trouble on that sky level, but. Yeah, I've you know, again, I've played these levels before, so I have a general idea of how they go, so I know some of the mechanics. But even those rockets, like, I knew the mechanics to the rocket, and they were still, like, frustrating, even knowing that. Though, granted, this is where I was having more trouble, was this level. Dang it! It's so finicky. Alright, there we go. Yeah, see, this is why Sonic needs jet boots. They should bring, speaking of jet, they should bring back the Hawk people from Sonic and Sonic Riders. You would think they would bring them back for, like they're making a new Sonic racing game. You would think they would bring them back for, like, a racing game, right? I know they do, like, boarding and not, like, cars, but still. For a racing game, there's no real reason not to use as many characters as you have. Instead, they were like, what if we used Eye from Monkey Ball? Like, no shade on Sonic Team Sonic Racing. Like, the crossover stuff for racing game is also a good idea, honestly. But at the same time, it's like, you have a whole cast of Sonic characters. We've said this multiple times where, like, unfortunate that it feels like they felt the need to, like, kind of hide their characters because they feel like, you know, I think because of 06, they felt like the characters were actually not a good thing for the franchise. How do I get over there? I gotta do, okay, there we go. But, like, there's so much use for these guys. You, like, party games, spin-offs, you could then, you know, there's no reason not to be using your cast more. And if anything, I think Sonic is actually just the least fun. He's the Mario of Sonic. In that, if I have the option to play as anyone but Sonic, I will play as somebody else. Which is weird because you would think, oh, he's fast. He's got, like, unique attribute, unlike Mario, who's just basic. But no, like, I'm sorry, being fast isn't usually fun. I think the thing is, like, okay, alright, I forgot about these stupid coin vacuums. the thing with being fast, is it only works if you, being fast in the game only works if it, like, works with the level design. Moving in a game feels great, but you have to have a level that's designed around it. So, like, when you have games that have precision jumping or careful exploration, you have a character that can move fast, it just feels way worse because the level design is not supporting the character's movement. You don't get to actually utilize their fast movement. So I think the thing with Sonic is they're always like, oh, Sonic's fast, all his level designs to be, like, you know, Sonic has to be fast, that's the key. But, like, they don't do anything interesting with... I'm trying to think of a Sonic game that actually does something interesting with fast movement. Because I think most of them are trying to design like a normal platform level, and, like, honestly, hot take, I haven't played it, but, like, as much as we make fun of the generic, like, you know, hire this man look of Frontiers. I know people like Frontiers, but I honestly think that game has probably got Sonic the best in terms of how he should move. I think Sonic does not work in a linear... I think Sonic is a character that works best in a more open world level style, honestly. Because you can really make use of his movement without feeling hindered. So, like, as much as you can be like, well, this is so dumb, why did they just decide to do this style of game? It actually, like, honestly, it was, like, one of their best calls, I feel. And I have heard good things about, like, Frontiers. I've heard that the story is a lot more of a focus in that game, which is good. Because I feel like Sonic's cast is one of its strongest parts. It's unfortunate that a lot of games seem to, like, you know, feel embarrassed by them, by the cast. I don't hate monkeys, Summer. When have I ever said I hate monkeys? I said specifically that Donkey Kong is fat. Oh, that jet boot is so good. We should all have jet boots. See, I have no problem with games being imperfect. Like, there's plenty of games I like that have flaws. But I think, like... I do think it, like, you know... I do think Sonic Frontiers is a step in the right direction. I think it's funny because the games... I think the games that people like the most, it's... People are always like, oh, we need Sonic to be fast, right? And like, what are the games that people love from the Sonic franchise the most, besides the people who like the 2D games? Like, Sonic Adventures, Sonic Heroes, Sonic Adventures 2, and all of those games let you play as other characters. And I feel like in most of them, I don't know, I guess people there are people who think that Sonic, like, Sonic's mode in Sonic Adventures 1 is, like, the best one. I don't know if I agree. I think... It's probably one of the weakest, personally, but it's not bad. Alright. Well, there we go. That went way smoother. The last Soul Emerald. Return it to me. I never thought a girl could be so tough. Yeah, wasn't Adventure 2's treasure hunting even worse, I think, from what I've heard? Also, hi, Werehog. I don't know if you were here earlier. If you were, I thought you were one of the other purple people. I wasn't ignoring you specifically. I don't know if you actually said anything, though. You've been here the whole time. Have you said something the whole time, though? But I hope you've been enjoying, though. But I'll never give up this last Soul Emerald. Okay, so I didn't miss... Okay. Hey, Eggman, looks like you're up to no good as usual. Sonic! Get in line. I must beat this cat again. Then, when I have the emeralds, I will have ultimate power.
You stole the Soul Emeralds and jeopardized my world. Just so you could get ultimate power? I'll destroy you. That's pretty harsh. He's my opponent. Go away. No can do. There's a few things I owe him as well. I said I would resolve this on my own. I must protect my world. And I don't need anyone's help. Hey, chill for a second. You're way too tense. Why are you still here? If you won't leave... Hey, are you gonna fight me? Oh my, what a nice development. Maybe they'll take each other out. I haven't really been doing the voice acting this time, but my voice is just out of it for some reason. Yeah, I remember when I rented the game, I haven't listed that I've beaten both Sonic Sonic Adventures 2, and I'm pretty sure I have. But I rented them, so it's like hard to, like, it was back when I was like 12. Like, how many, like, I don't remember distinctly with those games. But I know when I remember those stages being annoying when I was younger. Sonic, what are you doing? Stop doing that! Stop doing that! Oh my god. Why is he way harder than fighting Blaze? That's rude. Blaze is the better character. She should be like way harder than Sonic. Good music, though. Okay, I can just dash into him. Okay. I don't know how you're supposed to avoid this, getting sucked into this. Okay, one more. Alright, no, I don't need one more, because I don't actually kill Sonic. I said I would defeat him. Stop it. This isn't going to change anything. What do you know? I am the guardian of the Soul Emeralds. It is my fate that forces me to live with my curse, my flames. Because of my power, I have always been alone. Oh, so she's Zuko. It's also why I must do this alone. It is my responsibility. I feel like they don't really go into, like, she should have burned Cream. I admire your fortitude, but carrying your entire world on your shoulders? Enough. I should play Adventures again. Oh, right. I feel like they should definitely, like, have... Like, if Blaze is afraid of her firepower, they should, like, have it be used more. Like, she should have burned Cream. Yeah, but, it didn't feel like I was, like... I guess I was jumping. I should have just been, like, on the ground, but... It doesn't matter, it's still, like, the bosses are pretty easy as long as you have a ring.
You'll regret this.
7th Emerald Retrieved. I thought these were, I guess they, weren't they soul gems, not soul emeralds? Maybe they were soul emeralds.
Never get on my bad side.
Not too bad. I must save the soul emeralds. You have them all, though. I must! A bit overzealous, aren't we? But it seems like she's had a rough past. Hey, don't bite off more than you can chew. And be yourself. Don't need to do everything on your own. Blaze! Perhaps you're right. I can rely on friends if I let myself. Great! I'm Sonic, Sonic the Hedgehog. It's nice to meet you. I mean, Cream is like a baby. I guess also, like, emeralds are gems. So. I'm Blaze. It's nice to meet you too. Man, things are sure looking depressing lately. Led by the Soul Emeralds. My role has begun to enter yours. Hey, we don't have any time left. Cream, let's go. Hey, where's Cream? Sonic, I've got bad news. The plot has diverged and it's different from Sonic's ending. What's wrong, Tails? Cream's been kidnapped by Eggman for some reason. I don't know why. How do you know? I found this letter. Why did he leave a letter? Let me see it. Okay, now I know what her reason is, but like still it's silly. This is Dr. Eggman. I have taken Cream if you want me to return her. Blaze must come to Point W alone. Also, like, did you take Cheese as well? Or just Cream? Darn, Eggman. It must be a trap. You better not go alone. I don't like how, like, Blaze clearly beat Sonic here. I don't like how in Sonic's story, it's like, oh, you can't go because you got injured. I'll take care of it for you. And here, it's, no. Eggman specifically asked Blaze, like, why is Sonic not injured? No. I appreciate your help, but I've got to do this alone. Because she's my friend. I must rescue Cream by myself. I do think it's unfortunate that, like, they kind of, like, make Blaze and Cream, like, grow closer together. But then they just replace her with another Tails in the second game. Huh, okay, I understand. We'll leave Cream to you, Blaze. Thank you. I'm going now. Okay, but this boss is easy, so... Sonic, are you sure about this? Being able to believe in someone is also a part of friendship, right? Yeah, you're right. F-Zone. What is Point W? Final Zone. It was Eggman and Nega that Sonic was fighting, right? I think in the original? Right, because he was trying to get the... Or no, I'm confused. Wait. What was the reason... Like, Eggman was going after the Soul Emeralds. The Chaos Emeralds were just kind of like, they weren't anything, because they were only in the special stages. So I guess, I'm not really sure what Nega was doing, actually. Maybe he was trying to get the Chaos Emeralds. Alright, I'm doing this bad. Good music, though. Stop! Oh my god.
Get ready to be cool.
Yeah, but like to be fair, world domination is like so last year.
Get ready, ready, cool.
All right, 3 more. Right, this annoying attack.
Get ready, ready, cool.
This game's soundtrack is really good though. It's like the best, like, is it the best Sonic? I mean, Sonic has some pretty good soundtracks though, I'd argue. Again, one thing that everyone always has said is that Sonic has pretty much universally good, damn it, good music. There's very few Sonic games that have bad soundtracks. I mean, I don't hate... I don't hate Chronicles. Look, I'm not gonna say its music is good, but I will say, like, for the most part, it is basically good songs in bad, like, format. So, like, it's still, like, mostly good music. I've played games with the worst music. I really want to do a stream of that sometime. I need to figure out if I'm playing Final Fantasy this year or if I'm playing something else. The problem with doing like a Final Fantasy poll for subs is like I know what's gonna win. So it's like, do I just play it and not even do a poll for that or what? Because like I know what you guys are gonna vote for which Final Fantasy you want me to. Because here's what's gonna be on the poll. It's gonna be either Final Fantasy VIII, Final Fantasy X, or I guess Final Fantasy IV: The After Years. And I can tell you which of those 3 are gonna be the chosen one.
Get ready to be cool.
It's not After Years. But I have thought about just doing like a general RPG. I like doing long form projects. Like I really would like to do what's it called? The other Pokemon Ranger game, but I mean it might be fine on doing it. I don't know. Maybe I should test it. It's definitely going to be easier with a stylus, but... No, the Pokemon Guardian Signs. The one with the Ukulele Pichu. The second best Pichu in all of Pokemon.
Get ready to be cool.
Around. What is actually going on in the backdrop right now? Like, are we constantly falling this whole time? I was pressing down. I guess I was in a spin. Okay, one more. I think I have one more? Alright, he does like this weird thing next. This is the end for you, Blaze. I do like the color of his bot though. Blue and pink is, or that turquoise and pink is a really good color combination. Someone described this game as a spin-off, and I'm like, this is not a spin-off Sonic game. I think we should ban the word spin-off because people like use spin-off wrong all the time. So it comes down to this. Well, I'm ready. Cream, do you hear me, Cream? Cream's dead. She's not here. Blaze. Thank you for saving me. Don't mention it. We're friends, right? Yes, we're friends. I think the idea of like spin-offs and I like that, like, so Sonic's was Amy just chasing her, and this is just Blaze and Cream being friends. This Blaze is better. The idea of like spin-offs in general, like the fact that, oh well, it's lesser, we're gonna put it in a lesser category or something, like, I don't know, I just don't. I think people love to do that with like anime too, like, oh, it's anime only, it's filler, it's like things are things. We don't need to be like always putting things down or categorizing things in lesser categories, you know? Didn't it get a level in Generations for the 3DS? I feel like in general, the handheld games in general didn't get really stuff in. The bigger thing is that I think a lot of people didn't consider handheld games as like real games during this era for whatever reason. Because I feel like most of the generation levels are like the main line, like the ones that are in the console, whereas all the handheld ones just once a generation in the 3DS. Yeah, that's a good example. Like, Persona's a spin-off and now it's a real game now. So, like, I don't know. I think the idea of, like, don't get me wrong. An actual spin-off, like, what the term spin-off was usually used for was like, okay, Cheers exists and then this character goes on to have their own show, okay? This one character goes on to have their own show. And that, as the definition of spin-off, makes total sense, okay? It's like, oh yeah, this one character that wasn't important, they're going to be the focus now, so that's a spin-off. But gamers love to use it to be like, oh, this main genre is spinned off into this. But the problem is a lot of times with genres, they're not fluid. Like, there's some considered main games that are not like the same genre as other games in the series. Like the fact that Mario RPG is, I guess, a spin-off of like the Mario platforming, but like, why is it not just another arm of Mario? Why does it like have to be considered a spin-off? It's a different genre. Like, it's not, RPGs aren't really spinned off of the platforming. I don't know. The whole thing is just like, Fraser is good, yeah. People love to just apply things. Gamers should not be allowed to use words. That's my conclusion. Welcome to my TED Talk. I like Blaze and Cream. They're fun friends. Alright. So that's it, right? Maybe. Alright. Give me 1 second here. I'm not gonna take a break only because, well, I'm not gonna take a break right at the second only because if this doesn't work. But I will do this just to, in case something goes wrong. Okay, so I want to go to Sneaky. Hey Nina, if you're listening, was it under cheats and then was it list or was it search? I can't. Yeah, it's under tools, cheats. Which one was it? Did we say it was? List, okay.
And then what do I do? No. It's official Nintendo DS cheating mechanism. Add code as action replay. Okay. All right, and then save. So, do I need to reset the? Do I need to reset it? Probably. Yeah, change your way where the code works. Now, how do I know if it worked?
Please select a character.
Sonic the Hedgehog.
Oh, right! Sonic's
No, it definitely didn't work.
yes!
At least that code didn't work. Unless I need to like entirely... I don't know what that even means. Oh, hang on. There's one that says enable code must be on. Okay, hang on. So where do I insert that though? Do I put that like on its own code list? Alright. There was one that said it had to have codes on.
Sonic Rush.
Please select a character.
Sonic the Hedgehog.
Oh, right!
No.
Sonic's here. Bye, Sonic!
Sonic.
Should the other one be on it at the top, maybe? What the heck is Cheats Base? Oh, that's not what I want. Okay. I'm not entirely sure if this one is... I might need to look up a different one.
Rush.
Unless I have to like entirely close everything down, but I don't see why I would need to do that.
Sonic Rush.
Please select a character.
Okay. Let's see here. Bear with me, guys, because I'm trying to show the final thing, but I have to... I'm not going to be doing, I'm not going to be doing all the special stages. That's too much hassle. If anyone, for those who know what I'm doing, if you have like one that you know will work, but it looks like this one is just not working, unless I have to entirely close. I mean, I guess I could try closing. I don't see why I would need to like close it entirely though. Okay, let's try. let's try this instead. Well, that's one's not letting me even add it. Why is that not even letting me add it this time? I guess that one doesn't count. Because this one has a master code, but... If anyone wants to look this up, I guess mainly Nina or Sakani, because I feel like you would be the ones who would know. Okay. Let's try this one here. There's two different master codes. I guess I want to go. I want the ones that. Hey, Toad Wonderland, thank you so much for the raid. Bear with me one second. I am legitimately doing legit things right now. I am here. I'm just trying to get something to work. But thank you so much for the raid. What were you up to? Hang on, let me get back to the chat here. I hope you had a good stream. Yeah, we finished Blaze's story, and I'm trying to make it so that I can do the final level without having to do all the damn special stages. So, you know. I'm using the Nintendo official Dezume is what I'm using. Give me 1 second too. Oh, it's Endless Zone Zero. I've heard of that game because that came out this year. Okay, let's try this before I see if what Sakani has. Okay, save. We were working on it. Working on what? Oh, what I just did. You start with Hero Mode and Skyward Sword HD, and then end up doing pulls for new kids. Okay. Ooh, good. Lucky pulls are always a good thing.
Please select a character.
No, so this isn't like
Sonic the Hedgehog.
working. All right, hang on. Let me try just reopening the entire thing real quick. Just to make sure it's not that I need to do. Have you played Skyward Sword before, or is this like your first time playing it is via that? I need to have an image that's not be right back. It's I'm busy cheating. I need like a hey, hang on, I'm cheating this way image. Okay. Oh. If this doesn't work, then I don't know. Yeah, feel free to, if you can figure out something, Sakani, feel free. I would appreciate that.
Please select a character.
Now, see, it's only giving me the two options,
Hedgehog.
and I definitely have, like, the master, and I have the extra codes. So. It's been ages, but never on hero mode. Okay. I don't even know if the original had hero mode, actually.
Sonic Rush.
4 S-rank characters. I assume that's good. I know nothing about Zenless Zone Zero except for a little bit about. I watched a video about their animation, but I know nothing about what is like considered good or not. Yeah, I'm not. So this is not working. Yeah, I assume because typically S-rank is usually like the best. Well, I'm not sure. I'm wondering if maybe, because I'm trying to do, there's one that's like all gems. Maybe I used the wrong, you know what, hang on. I might have used the wrong 2 codes, because there's 2 different codes here from 2 different people. I think I need the same pairing. So give me 1 second. I think I have the wrong pairing. Yeah, okay, hang on. Maybe this will work now.
Sonic Rush.
Please select a character.
I still only have...
Hedgehog.
I definitely have the right pairing this time. Okay, well now this... Well, this is weird. Okay, hang on. I'm gonna... So this is what happened when I loaded up Sonic's mode. Okay, but that doesn't help me. Like, it says it's 94%, but it definitely didn't... I have no emeralds now. I wonder if I need to, like, then have that code with, like, a Beat Sonic's mode. Might be what I need to have happen. Even though I already did, but like I have to have it like via, you know. I mean, that's the only thing I can think of. This is why I'm glad I did not do this before I finished Blaze's mode. Okay. Add. Okay, so it doesn't look like I need to, like... What? What do you mean deleting data? Well, now the data is corrupted. Okay, apparently this is not working. Okay. What if I turn this off? So now I have it set to have all levels, but not all gems.
Please select a character.
Sonic the Hedgehog.
Yeah, no, they are kind of. Okay, so this did unlock all levels, and this is definitely via the code. So then I wonder now, hang on, if I go and add in the all gems now, even though I already had it, but because I had some of the gems, maybe it was like getting freaked out, I don't know. So now that I have all the gems, maybe if I add, or now they have all the levels but no gems, if I add the gem code in now and reset. Okay, it's not giving me an error at least.
Sonic Rush.
Look. Time attack is now available. Okay, cool. Sound test is now available. The thing is, trying to do the special stages in this game because they're touch based on not an official DS touchscreen is definitely not great.
Sonic the Hedgehog.
No, this isn't how. Can I just get gives me everything code? I need just give me everything code. I mean, these codes are definitely working, kinda. They're just not, unfortunately. Maybe I want to go with the other person that had. Let's try the other one real quick. You got a thing? Okay, yeah, feel free to send me it, Sakani. I mean, at this point, if I don't get this to work, I'm just done because I did both Blaze and Sonic. But this is if I can cheat that way. I'm so glad that some of my audience can cheat efficiently. We love a good cheat. Okay, so how do I do? So this isn't gonna like hack my computer, is it? I don't know. Discord's telling me potential dangerous download. Let me get... does it matter where it is? I guess I should just put it in the same folder. Look, if it makes anyone feel better, I don't usually cheat, as evidenced by the fact that I'm really bad at cheating. Okay, so I have it on. So now I need to go. Yeah, I extracted the file. Well, the file that came out was like a DAT file. So then I need to go to... yeah. So then I need to go to Desume. And I'm going to configure path settings. Okay. And then where am I going? Where am I going to specifically on this? Because I have ROMs, save RAM, states. Okay. So I want to set it to the second option. Well, this is USR, not UR. Okay. So you're just pathing, like, it's not giving me the file, but it's just giving the folder where it is, right? Okay. And then choose list. So I probably want to. Do I want to remove these ones I had? Probably. So do I need? But I need. Okay. Let's give me data is corrupted. Let's do all levels. Okay, this is actually going through at least.
Sonic Rush.
Okay, cool. Well, at the very least, I didn't not work. Oh, hey. We did it! Alright, thank you, Sakani. Give Sakani a round of applause. She did successfully. So we got Extra Zone. So, now that we wasted time cheating, I'm gonna take a quick break just to get some water and stuff, and when we get back, we will see the true ending of Sonic Rush, legitimately, in quotations. So, for anyone that came from the raid, thank you for bearing with me. We'll get some gameplay in a second. So, be right back, guys. 2-minute break. Alright, I am back. Thank you for everyone who waited while we figured out the technical difficulties. So after having obtained every Chaos Emerald and every Soul Emerald, which I did, we unlock Extra, which is the end game. So let's see how this works.
Sonic and Blaze.
We beat Eggman and got the Soul Emeralds back. The destruction of the world has stopped. But how do we change things back? And I can't seem to go back to my world. Mwahaha! A pity you cannot comprehend the power of the Soul Emeralds. How could she? She's just their guardian. How could she know they are the key? What? My world and my world are in a manner inextricably linked, like two Eggmans. And the Chaos Emeralds and Soul Emeralds are, in a manner, like North and South magnetic poles. They can be used like a pair of magnets and be attracted to each other. Or they can be used to repel the other. In close proximity, these emeralds call out to each other. And the power this world generates, it could destroy the world. However, we merely want to harness the power here. Now, do you understand our pure genius? Uh-oh. No! Why did they do this off screen? Oh, once we're at our optimal strength, it'll be easy to get the Soul Emeralds back. Doesn't Blaze have them? A pity that Blaze has no idea how to use the emeralds. Still, I'm puzzled that we don't have both sets of emeralds. The Chaos and Soul Emeralds are both here. This should have created explosive results. However, the dimension here seems stable. Well, like, where is Sonic, though? Wouldn't Sonic be the one with the Chaos Emeralds? The reason is obvious, Nega. It's because he has the 7 Chaos Emeralds. Did someone call for me? Yeah, Sonic the Hedgehog. I have the power of the Soul Emeralds. I think I'll first use their power to defeat you. Yes, if you defeat him, the Soul and Chaos Emerald powers will be Oz. I mean, Sonic is definitely not the guardian of the Chaos Emeralds, though. I don't really think anyone is. Then we can create our own dream world. It'll be an Eggman land beyond this dimension. Colors prequel? We're ready for you, Sonic. Our ultimate mecha will crush you. It's just like PD Piranha reject. Eggmans. Ugh. Are you alright, Blaze? Sorry, Sonic. Soul Emeralds have lost their power. Look, they're luster. They look like ordinary stones. It'll be okay. Blaze! Cream? Blaze, we know that you saved us. Yes, Blaze tried to save both our worlds. And Blaze, you've learned to open up and trust. To trust your friends. And you learned that you can rely on others. And you learned that I'm an idiot. I think that's enough chit-chat. You guys. I feel like this does not really feel... It feels like there's something missing between this and the other two endings. Like, in between, but sure. As long as you have the power of friendship, the Soul Emeralds will never lose their glow.
Sonic, you know nothing about anything. The Soul Emeralds! Ready to do this together? Blaze should be able to use the Soul Emeralds now. It's so warm. I can feel the power energizing in me. What is on Blaze's head? Is that like a third eye or just a gem? I think it's like just a gem, right? Alright, so Sonic uses the 7 Chaos Emeralds to become Super Sonic. And Blaze uses the 7 Soul Emeralds to become... I don't actually know what her name is. Okay, Burning Blaze. Dude, cool outfit.
Here we go.
It's time.
She kind of looks like Amy. Strong. Too black. Too strong.
Let's do
Me
it.
when I drink coffee. I know how I feel about this level already. Okay, so each ring is a hit, it looks like. Oh no, the rings are right, because the rings are... For some reason, in Super Sonic, the rings equal how much time you have. Why is it not hitting him? Why is it? Can I not hit him? I wonder if I have to hit these things at him. It's really hard to control this, though, I'll be honest. There we go. Okay. Okay, yeah, there we go. Sonic just feels odd to control here, to be honest.
It's closing in on you.
I know.
Oh, his voice acting, I guess. Oh, Blaze is on the bottom screen, I guess. Oh, she doesn't have the dash that Sonic has. Okay. The problem I'm having is trying to get these rings. Okay, no, I can do... I couldn't... For some reason, I wasn't able to dash before. Oh, that button's different, I guess. I'm just trying to get my ring count up. No, please stop doing that. I need rings. Wow, I'm gonna have to die here. Yeah, she only uses B. Okay, now that I have a better idea of how this controls, I think I'll be better because I won't lose as many rings during Sonics. This laser section sucks, though. Has there ever been a final section of Sonic that's like, oh my god, this is the best thing ever? I guess Sonic Adventures 2 is probably the best final area, right? Trying to hit those is a little annoying. Because you can only hit them when they pause. But you only have to hit 3. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I feel like, I feel like Sonic Adventure 2 people generally like the end game of that game. Really? I hope this was worth waiting for, guys. He went too high that time.
Blade, it's closing in on you.
I know. You can't escape.
Can we stop having these boulders appear, or I guess asteroids? Yeah, this part sucks. The stupid laser blast. Okay, so I need her to aim at him. Okay, there you go. Sonic, if Sonic could shoot lasers, he'd be cooler. No, stop doing that.
Sonic, it's headed right for you.
Okay, but how much of this are we gonna have to do?
Let's do it.
I wish you would stop going off screen. Stop. Okay, there's one. This is fine. I'm fine with you doing this phase because I need to, like... Well, don't do that, though. I need to get more rings. I think my best bet would be to, like, yeah, try and trick them to pausing right in front of him, but...
Blade, it's closing in on you.
I know.
I think it's really dumb this thing is upside down, so, like, one part is controlled by Eggman Nega, and the other part is controlled by Eggman, which is really silly. Can you please not do this? There's one. Two. And I'm assuming Sonic gets one more hit and Blaze gets one more hit.
Sonic, it's headed right for you.
I got it. Let's do it.
Can we please stop being too strong? This is not good. Stop! Oh my god. There we go. Okay. Apparently that wasn't enough. I need rings. Damn it. This is annoying. Mostly Sonic's phase. I'm surprised they let me skip. They must have let me skip a bit though. Okay, that's not. I'm running out of actual lives though. Dang it. Please do it again. Why am I missing? Damn it! I'm gonna die here. For being super, he kind of sucks. I don't know what you guys think of this final phase. I'm not a big fan. It's very, like, the scrolling is not helping here. It's making it really hard to, like, Sonic's really weirdly floaty. Okay, there's one. No, I'm fine. I don't need time attack. I just need him to shoot those green BB guns. Okay. I don't even know how far in we are in this fight. If this is back at the beginning or if this is the last phase. Okay, well I did 3 there and he's still not dead.
That's it? Okay, why didn't Blaze get another one? It's time. My incredible, profound plans. It was such a small miscalculation that I made. It shouldn't matter. And it's not over yet. Just give me some time and I'll... Enough of your babbling. See, they're here. I hope I'm done. I hope it's GG already.
How is that?
Take this.
You gotta love the old school, like that kind of, like the fuzz sound effect for like explosion and stuff. It's like something you'd hear on the NES. Alright. There we go. First try. This is it. You don't like wrapped in black? Yes, it is. Everything will be black to normal. Everything will be back to normal. I've got to return to my world as well, and never come back except for the Olympics. The Chaos and Soul Emeralds cannot exist in the same world except for the Olympics. Would cause another crisis. I guess it's time to say goodbye. Honestly, I didn't ever die, Summer, technically. Cream will really miss you. I have no choice. No words from you? You just said I have no choice. It's better this way. I first came here as a stranger out of nowhere. I think it's appropriate that I leave the same way. It's very funny. Sonic, thank you for your help. Bye. Wait! No, Blaze died in their way own planet. Well, there is Sonic Rush Adventure, which I could stream. Not soon, I'll probably be a bit, but this is from me.
See ya, Blaze.
I'll see you again. I hope it's a chili dog. Yes. Again. At the Olympics. Are they gonna kiss? I'm sure, I guess this game doesn't really say that, oh yeah, Blaze is the Sonic. I feel like Rush Adventure is much more explicit with, yes, she is the Otherworld Sonic, basically. She does look a little like Amy. What is the worst Sonic chip? Actually, you know what? Do not answer that. I understand now. I live on Namek. My inherent power over fire. As princess, it is my duty to protect the Soul Emeralds. So yeah, this is the first reveal that she's a princess. And because of my duty, I shut people out and kept to myself. She's also just Elsa. By trying to make it my sole responsibility, I almost put my world in danger. But then... you need to be true to yourself. Thank you, Glitchy Sonic. Sonic the Hedgehog. Both Eggmans knew the secret of the emeralds, right? It's why this world didn't completely fall apart when the emeralds were together. Everything should be fine since I have the 7 Chaos Emeralds. As long as the person holding the emeralds can control them, and knows how to use them, nothing can go wrong. I don't... Sure? And Blaze, now you have the power. You understand what I mean, right? I'll see you again. Saying that they can technically cross dimensions as long as they're careful. Alright, what do we think of Sonic Rush? Honestly, this session went way better than last time. Oh there, we get Change My Way. Narn's not here. I think Sonic sucks. Sonic, specifically, Sonic's mode sucks. I don't like playing Sonic's mode. I think the levels are not designed around Sonic. So his speed just makes them really frustrating, on top of the fact that you have to get the Chaos Emeralds via the special stages, and unfortunately on the way I was playing it, it was almost nearly impossible, but even on an actual DS, would still be pretty frustrating, I feel like. But they, yeah, like, I've never been a big fan of the special stages in Sonic, especially because it locks, like, the true ending. I don't know, I've always had mixed feelings when it comes to that kind of stuff. But, Blaze's mode, like, the way Blaze's controls way better with, she works way better with the level layout. So I thought Blaze was, way fun, way more fun. I think it also, just her story mode's better in general, because Sonic's is just kind of generic, I'm Sonic, and then there's this cat running around. Blaze, like, actually has some, like, you know, it's kind of like whatever, but it has character development, she has personality, it's kind of cool. The ending is, the true ending is fine. I don't know, I didn't really like that last section. It wasn't horrible. It was just kind of, like, very hard to control, honestly. But yeah, there we go. I don't know if I can mark this. I'm just going to have it marked as B, because technically I didn't complete it. I didn't officially complete it. I would say it was worth it to cheat. We got to hear some new music, and we got to actually see a conclusive ending. Because the other two endings were fine, but they weren't, like, conclusive. Like they were kind of like, oh yeah, you know, we saved Cream, we stopped Eggman, but, you know, there's still a dimensional rift. Maybe we should fix that. I don't really know how, like, the story's kind of whatever, but soundtrack in this game is great. I think it looks good. I honestly think it's pretty good, actually. I just think Sonic should not be in this game. I think it should just be Blaze the Cat, and that's it. I think if it was just 12 levels of Blaze, I would have liked this a lot more, honestly. I think I just don't like how fast Sonic is. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this. I haven't played a Sonic game in a while. I think the last time I played was Sonic since Secret Rings. The next... Oh, that's so sad! No, that's horrible! Why is Sonic blurry? Hang on, wait, maybe it's gonna be happy. Wait. Okay, but what did he tell Cream? What did he tell her? That they're gonna see each other again because of the emeralds? But then Cream doesn't see Blaze again. Except at the Olympics. See, I don't think... Is Cream even in the Olympics? I don't think she is, actually. We told her Blaze died. It is unfortunate, like I said, the second game basically replaces her with another character that's, like, Tails-ish. And it feels like she kind of goes through the same character development again a little bit in Rush Adventure, but... But yeah, the next Sonic game I would play would probably be Rush Adventure. I still have... I'm really interested in playing Sonic and the Black Knight, honestly, but I have to get it. But I'm not, like, I don't know, I'm not the biggest Sonic fan. I do need to finish, technically I need to play Sonic 3. I wasn't a big fan of Sonic 3, honestly. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this. Thanks again for everyone that stopped in. Thanks for the subs. Thank you, Toad Wonderland, for the raid. I really appreciate it. For upcoming stuff, next week, on Christmas Eve, we'll be doing our annual Yoshi Island playthrough for Christmas. It's 5 years of doing Yoshi's Island as my Christmas special, because it is a Christmas game. We all know this. And then the week after, on the 30th, that'll be at 7:30 for Yoshi. And then the week after, at 7-ish, 6:30, 7-ish, there's going to be pre-game music beforehand, but the game itself will mostly be at 7, I think. We'll be playing we're doing a Name That Game tune. But it's going to be all games that came out this year in 2024. So it should be pretty fun. Definitely come check that out if you like games that came out this year, or if you just want to hear cool music. It should be a fun time. And then into next year, we're going to be doing Harvest Moon 64, a stream of that. A first look at Chrysalis, and good friend SMXLI has been working on a Fan Wargroove 2 campaign that I will be doing in January. And then if you're subscribed, there will be some polls in January for future streams. The big thing, if you haven't already voted in, or I guess I should have said this earlier when people came in, but I'm in just January. I'm going to do a Name That Game tune that was voted to be... No, that wasn't right. What was the code, Summer? Can you do that for me, please? In January, I'll be doing a Family Feud Name That Game tune. So it's going to be... each category will be like... name a game that blank, and it's going to be based on your guys' answers. So even if you're not going to participate, I really would... I really hope you guys check out the survey and fill it out, because it will help me out a lot. I have about 40 last time I checked. Summer, what's the code? Maybe it's special Name That Game soon. Okay, it's the other way around. Yeah, so if you could check out that survey, I'd really appreciate it. But other than that, I don't think I have anything else to say. Blaze is cool. They need to bring back Blaze. And not put her in the future, because that's lame. Thank you so much for watching. Big thanks to Sakani for helping me get that final level working. Go give him a cookie. Alright, I'm gonna go. I got things I gotta do. I gotta go write about games and also work on something. So I will talk to you guys later. I will see you next week for Yoshi. Let me just check. Let me see if anyone happens to be that I want to raid. Yeah, I always feel weird about rating someone that has so much more viewers than me. Mr. Shasta is playing Kingdom Hearts 358 over 2 days, though, and we play a DS game. So if you want to check out him, go do that. But other than that, I will just call it. So thank you guys for watching. I will see you later. Bye!